because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
The Bills' 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 33-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
2nd and 11 now.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Allen going to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown.
John Brown. Touchdown.
John Brown, 38 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know that field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to say they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bills Fields, touchdown.
John Brown.
John Brown, 82 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a toss play. It's Carson. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up second.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
a gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Wilson. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 13-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Throwing is Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the gun, it's Wilson. Trying to improvise. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
at the Yale Bowl,
right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Well, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 85 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And
it's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bills 39.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, now he'll pull it down. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bills 46, Seahawks 20. Tyler Bass to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards. 1st down, Bills.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked off at the 22. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
46, Seahawks 32.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Now, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jerry Hughes in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game set now.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we've got a timeout.
Gain on the play.
9 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Today's final score, Bills.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.